Hey, yo, what's up, guys? This is The Rising of a Shield Hero, episode 13. I just watched it fresh just now. I'm gonna record straight after. So, yeah, this was a bare frustrating episode, though. It was, oh, too much stupidity and too much annoying things happened this episode. So, last episode, I thought it was a planned assassination kind of thing, but, so I thought it was a take on Melty's life. But it turns out it was actually a setup on Nafumi to like frame him, and yeah. But I like how Nafumi's been through this. Like he's been set up so many times. He just he was such an expert at this that he just knew that it was coming up. So in hindsight, that was kind of funny actually. Like he he's been through this shit so much time that he just knows that what's gonna happen. But yeah, it turns out they this mysterious force. Well, I'm guessing it's just that little the elder princess. She's manipulated that clip because they were recording that whole scene, and they manipulated it to make them look like they've adopted Melty, and they've killed all the guards, and they've been sending it to people like in the neighboring villages. And then you can see Raftalia goes into town, with the whole hoodie over the head, see what's up. And yeah, they really don't want Naofumi to leave the country, to be honest, and they're really trying to keep him like in the country, which is kind of weird, cause yeah, they just don't want him to do anything really. All the haters are too much. This is a good example of don't let the haters try stop you, innit? Because these haters are really trying to stop Naofumi right now. So, but then yeah, they're on the run. Well, they actually get tracked down by none other than the other three heroes, right? And this is where the frustrating parts comes on, because obviously, when they confront Naofumi, the three of them, with Naofumi and Melty explaining the situation, they're like, yeah, it's yeah, they were almost convinced until that bitch had to open her mouth and say that he's got brainwashing shield, right? And the thing is, you can't prove it. And then, well, when they're like, oh, prove that you don't have a brainwashing shield. How can you prove you don't have a power if you don't have the power? Like, I can't prove to you that I can't fly if I don't know how to fly. Someone can't tell me just fly, or if I can't fly, I can't fly, kind of thing. So yeah, and then yeah, as soon as she started talking, I was just getting frustrated because it was quite obvious she was just trying to like stir up shit with everyone, and yeah, and the even more frustrating thing is, right, like, these idiots actually believe her as well. Like, oh, these guys are so brain dead. It's actually unbelievable. Like, it makes me so frustrated. Like, come on, it's so obvious what's going on here. And there's that part where it's like, oh, but yeah. So those three boneheads are so stupid as well. And yeah, and they've got something like sea stone chains here as well, where the spear hero throws something at what do you call Philo's leg, and she transforms and she can't untransform. So that was interesting thing that he had up his sleeve. But yeah, somehow the gang actually managed to get away with them destroying the mountain bridge, that so they get a clean getaway. But Naofumi chose the least stupid out of the three idiots, right? The shield, the sword hero Ren, and he was like, "Oh, you're smart enough to figure it out." And he kind of throws in that little symbol, which is kind of hinting at Ren trying to solve this thing. Really, there's also a bit of development on this character or group organization called the Three Hero Church, which probably is the three heroes. They worship the three heroes, and the fourth one, obviously the shield hero, is seen as like the devil or something. So yeah, now it's kind of starting to make sense why they hate on Naofumi so much, and some of the knights seem to be quite religious as well, so they probably believe in that kind of stuff. And I have a feeling that the princess, the elder princess, is actually also a part of this church, and that's why she goes this extra mile just to make his life hell and stuff. But I hope Ren can realize things. But during that encounter, I guess he was starting to figure out things as well. When when you see the first princess try to just attack Naofumi and Melty, and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing? You could kill your own sister," and she's like, "Oh, I don't care." And I think even his little potato process of brain could see that she doesn't really care about his sister, and he's actually trying to kill her and using an excuse. And yeah, so I guess the shield, I keep saying shield, the sword hero is definitely the one I like the most because he's the least stupid out of the three, but he's still stupid. Don't get me wrong. They're all really stupid. With the spear hero being the most stupid, like he's got an IQ of 2, I think. Like, oh, he just sees girls and that's it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, those frustrations in this episode was so much. I was like, oh god. But yeah, we see there's also a bit of a conflict as well between the queen and the king now. There's like an inner strife, like inner struggle of royalty as well. So that was it's adding new elements to the plot, I guess. And last little thing before I leave, actually, because I think I've said enough about this episode. I quite like the part where Melty's talking about her dad, right? And he's like, yeah, the queen's above him because he married into a family, and then like because now for me didn't know that. I love his reaction to it. It's like, why is it like he just the way he laughs like so funny, and it's like, oh, well, why does he act like he owns the world and stuff? He's basically found out there's someone above him, and the king isn't really all that kind of thing. So I guess he obviously made him chuckle, to be honest, which I quite enjoyed his reaction to, because that was my similar reaction as well when I found out. But yeah, this was it for this episode.